I found that throughout life, I didn't really know God, but I always felt that there was like a moral compass or foundation that was rooted there. My family has been very respectful in terms of following who you are and who you're meant to be and not pushing an idea of anything on you. It was always there, but I didn't know much about it. I wasn't doing anything on a day-to-day that made me feel good. Following from that, it really motivated me to be more open and talk to my friends about it. The more I started talking to people about it, the more other people could relate to me and say yeah, that's actually what, I go through the same thing, in terms of anxiety or not really knowing what they're doing with their work or career. And so it really inspired me to realize this conversation needs to be had a lot more, and that a lot of people are just dealing with things that no one knows until it boils up and breaks down. And that's what led to Damsel. I feel like God really moved me in that direction, but I didn't know God yet at this time. Damsel is a podcast that talks about women, self-health, career, anywhere from mental healthness to even just dating. We ended up having the Damsel's launch party, and it was just close friends and family. We had positive feedback. Everyone was just so supportive. So at the end of the night, I had a friend who was bartending. I gave him a ride home, and we were just talking about life, and we got to purpose. And we were just talking about feeling like there was a bigger purpose in life for us, and that we're not yet fulfilling it, but we know something is out there. After that conversation, at this point, it was 3:34 in the morning, and we just separated ways. And my plan was I was gonna go home and just sleep. And then I woke up at 8 a.m., so 3.5, 4 hours later, and the first thing on my mind was, you need to go to church. Messaged my friend G, and I was like, hey, I know you go to church. Are you going today? If so, what's the name of it? What's the address? From the instant moment of me walking in, I was like, okay, this is interesting. The part I remember the most is Pastor Sam talking about purpose. And this was exactly everything that in that moment, I felt like God was like, you need to hear this. I remember just feeling like I was on cloud nine, where am I? What is this? This is amazing, and I need more of it in my life. That's how I felt. That significantly resonated with me because it made me think back to the past year, and where all it takes is just a moment of things not going the right way and it feels like the end of the world. And so to just kind of feed your soul or feed your life in a way where you're set up so that even when the ground becomes rocky, you can still pull through. That was an area that I realized I really needed some work in. And I just thought to myself, I want to be in a place in my life where I'm thriving, regardless of what life is throwing at me. When I look back at just different moments in my life, those are all God moments. I just didn't know it at the time. So it's just amazing that now that I can identify that feeling. And even in that moment when I had the conversation about purpose leading up to church, I didn't know it was the Holy Spirit at the time because I didn't understand it. But now I'm able to go back to different moments in life where I was like, okay, I get it now. He was always there.